Counterculture Coffee is partnering with our friends at Purple Carrot to offer you tips, tricks, and insights into the best of coffee culture, all with a plant-based spin. Hi everyone, my name is Ali. I'm an educator at Counterculture Coffee. Today I'm going to talk about the difference between a latte and a cappuccino. It's one of the most common questions we get asked, but what it really boils down to is actually pretty simple. The main difference between a latte and a cappuccino is going to come down to the milk. It's going to vary in texture, temperature, and amount. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a couple of representations of what the milk for a cappuccino and what the milk for a latte would look like, and then I'm going to make one of each. This is just a visual representation of what the milk texture for a latte versus a cappuccino might look like. So when we're looking at this one right here, this is what the milk texture for a cappuccino will look like. There's actually a pretty significant layer of textured milk or foam on top, and this is really critical to what makes a cappuccino really delicious. That extra foam is going to kind of smooth out the coffee flavor, even though a cappuccino is a much smaller drink than a latte. And so when we're looking at this one, this is the kind of the milk texture that we're looking for. We don't want too much of a layer of foam. Latte, translated in Italian, literally means milk. So the goal for a latte is to be a nice, silky, and milky beverage. So now I'm going to make an actual latte and cappuccino, and we'll see how they differ in size, and we'll see how they differ in taste as well. Alright, so here we've got a latte and a cappuccino. And as you can see, the main difference here between these two drinks is going to be the size. So the latte is going to be about 12 ounces and this cappuccino is about 5 ounces. Now, if we were to be able to see through these cups, what we would see on the cappuccino is that layer of foam would be about this deep. It's going to be about a third of the beverage. If we were able to see through the cup on the latte, it would be a pretty small layer. It would only be about this much. And the reason for that is because since the cappuccino is so much smaller, that extra foam, that extra texture will really smooth out the coffee flavor and make it a really fun drinking experience. And the reason we have such a small layer on the latte is so that it's nice and consistent and really silky and milky the whole time we're enjoying that drink. So let's taste the two and see how they compare. So that layer of foam on top of the cappuccino really makes it like pillowy and smooth. Even though it's such a small drink, the espresso flavor is really not super dominant. It's a great combination of espresso and milk. Now let's try the latte. Yeah, so the latte compared to the cappuccino, it's much silkier and much smoother. Since there's not such a thick layer of foam on top of it, we don't really get that pillowy texture. It's just silky, milky, and smooth, and almost milk chocolatey in a way. So yeah, that's the main difference between a latte and a cappuccino. Go out and get one, whichever one sounds best to you, and enjoy.